viewers who are on the YouTube, and I just heard additional little ding, but I guess I'm just fine. So today's topic of my show is why I pushed the button. And why I pushed the button is all about the new app that's sweeping the country, Periscope. Yes, Periscope. People are really talking about Periscope, trying it out. I, of course, have got the app on my phone, and I listen to it all the time because I love it. So there's the app on my phone, Periscope, and these are the people who are currently broadcasting. So now we have the best of all the worlds. We have Google Plus, we have all the social media, and now we have immediate information at our fingertips here in this app called Periscope. Now, why I pushed that button in the first place is a story in itself. There have been 2 times in my life when I have pushed a button and I knew it would absolutely change my life. Now, the first time was quite a while ago when I was sitting in front of a brand new 350 megabyte computer. Yes, I said 350 megabytes. Yes, very, very small hard drive. Today, I don't know how much I have, but I have a lot because I fill it all up. So things have come a long ways. But back then, when I was sitting in front of that brand new computer and I pushed the button for the first time and turned it on, I was just shocked and amazed, and shock and awe. I was just amazed that all this was at my fingertips. The whole internet was at my fingertips. And several hours later, I found myself still pushing one more button. Just one more search, I would say. Pushing one more button. By the way, I was on dial-up. Any of you remember dial-up? It's kind of slow, but for me, it was instant because it wasn't an encyclopedia. It wasn't a book I got from the library. It wasn't a book I got from a bookstore. It was instant. So it was just like, wow, things are really changing here in the world. And I loved it. I loved technology and went back to school and learned all about technology, learned all about the art programs with technology, and I was totally turned on by technology. So now the second time I pushed a button and felt the same kind of urge or the same kind of thing is that when I pushed that button on the Periscope app. So here it was on my phone, and that's what it looks like right there. Right there is a Periscope app. So when I pushed that and I saw that all this was going on in the world, people were scoping on art, they were scoping about things, a fire, they were scoping about everything. And I felt my life is changing. The whole world opened up again in that great big way. And I was really, really excited. So my reality just changed in those 2 instances. Now, in the Periscope app, the lights go, I found myself watching all this stuff. Like when the lights go out on the Statue of Liberty in New York City. I've never been to New York, but here I am looking at Central Park sometimes, looking at what happens in Central Park. I even saw like a panther up in a tree with his kill in Africa. And it was all just right there at my fingertips on my phone. And I saw what happens in Times Square in real time, not just on New Year's Eve where you sit there and watch the ball drop. It was real time. I watched what happens in Times Square. So I was totally hooked. I found myself watching less TV. And why would you when the exciting news is right there? The breaking news my husband would come in and say, "Hey, this happened." And I said, "Yeah, I know. I just watched it." And he said, "What? It's not on till 5." I said, "Oh, no, it's right here." So yeah, so it stopped, totally changed the way I watch the news. And then the next thing I started doing was I started watching people who were scoping on art. And I started doing my art as others were scoping about art. And then I started scoping about art as others would watch me. And it was like this interaction, a personal interaction on the moment. And it was awesome. It's just awesome. And people could ask questions and get answers like, what color is in that pen? And it was just so exciting. And then I noticed that there were groups of people that were gathering in tribes on Periscope. There were all these tribes, and there was Perry 10K and Pass the Cast, and there were just lots of tribes people were gathering in. And I took a look at those, and I picked my tribe. So what I wanted in a tribe was I wanted a group that shared great content with the intent of uplifting the world. And I wanted to be part of the change that I wanted to see in the world. And I wanted to react with people in a real way, in a real way, not in a fake way where you rehearse what you're saying and where you're kind of double checking on yourself all the time, in a real time way. So when I joined the Perry 10K group, I found myself pushing a button again. And it felt so good to be in the Perry 10K group. I felt I was at home because I was with these like-minded people, and we were all creating this content around a common theme. And whatever activities I was doing during the day, I found myself thinking about the current theme that Perry 10K was all going to address. We had have 10 speakers that speak on the same theme every single day. And so what I realized is that I was focusing my energy in a different way. I was focusing my energy more on solutions, on solutions, how to talk about these themes. And the themes are awesome. They're things like feel the fear and do it anyway was one we did, or you are not alone, another, or another one was how to win friends and influence people. That was really an awesome one. And such things as happiness is a choice. It just really gets you thinking as you either watch those scopes or prepare for them. So I found that my energy was finding a new way to express itself around these themes. And the Perry 10K was the tribe that I picked. Now, if you're interested in Periscope, you might pick another, and you can have more than one tribe even. If I had a little more time, I might join some other tribes. But I'm feeling really good where I'm at right now. So I could really feel my thought processes shifting into a more positive way, and that this was all solution minded, solution driven, and not anxiety driven. I wasn't going around thinking, "Now, how do I give up fear? This fear thing is really crap. How do I give up fear?" So instead, I was thinking, well, the theme tomorrow is how I give up fear. So I'm going to figure out, how do I give up fear? What is fear to me? How do I deal with fear? And what happened is the little stuff, the little anxieties, the little irritations kind of started falling away as this bigger picture emerged of the world. And in my mind, I answered the theme questions that came up with Perry 10K. I wrote blog posts about them because that was just a natural thing. And I delivered my thoughts like today on Google Plus and later today on Periscope. So Periscope, the Perry 10K Periscope Share-a-thon is every day on Periscope from 1 o'clock Pacific time to 3 o'clock Pacific time. So it's a nice 2-hour time where you get 10 speakers. And the best thing, I think, was that I really felt my life had taken on a new energy. And I just liked how it felt. So on my Periscopes, I found myself sharing genuine, heartfelt content and listening to others do the same. So I am just thrilled thrilled to be part of this leading edge movement that's bringing the world closer. This little app, Periscope, by the way, it's only on your phone, has a great heart. Now, I never thought I would say that about anything with technology, even though I love technology. I do say that this little app has a way of bringing people together in as never seen before on technology. And we create a bond with these people, that we listen to on Periscope. And I really feel that humanity, all of the world, all of humanity is showing a caring for each other and on real time. And whether you're listening to scopes or you're giving one, this bond and this humanity connection of worldview is there for us. So it's a leading edge change. It's a huge time in our history when we are here watching and participating and creating, and we've got our paintbrushes out and we're painting a new picture of the worldview. So in conclusion, there is something about seeing people in the world, doing what they do in their homes and in their backyards that helps you feel that what you do matters in the world. So that's it for today. What you do really does matter in the world. So I'm Sandra Longmore. You can find out more about me right down here on sandralongmore.com. And I'd love it if you kind of came over there and signed up for my email list, or just email me. Everything, all my social media, everything is under Sandra Longmore. So bye for now until my next Google Plus Hangout. Oh, by the way, some of you ask where I'm at. So here I am. I'm in the Columbia River Gorge area, beautiful area, and I'm here in my artist studio. A miracle has happened. An absolute miracle has happened. We went from dial-up to satellite to a new connection for the internet, and it's called Frontier, and it goes over the phone line. Yeah, we started with dial-up, and now we're on the phone again with the internet, but it's fast. And so I can Google Plus and Periscope from my home. And this is my artist studio where I create art. I'm also an artist and an art teacher. So I'd love it if you also came over to my internet site. I have a 4-part series on what every artist ought to know about law of attraction in business. I'm a certified life coach and a certified law of attraction trainer and a speaker, and I love sharing content like this with you all. So bye for now. Have a fantastic day.